dragon types. Been good. Oh, holy crap, that's an unknown. Oh my god. Okay, okay, I'd never expected this. Sorry, I didn't expect this. Excuse my language, but unknown's like Omega super impossibly rare. Okay, don't run away. Okay. I'm using golden raspberries and an Ultra Ball. Curving it. Okay, I don't care if you attack my ball. Okay, no, not Pokeballs. Great ball. You're not supposed to have high catch rate. Come on now. It's supposed to be easy to catch. Please. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay, got the unknown. Oh my god, I did not expect that. Holy shoe monkeys. Hello, YouTube, and welcome to another Pokemon Go episode. I said I wanted to kind of do some more of these, but wasn't really sure on what I could kind of bring, because a lot of big Pokemon Go content creators like Mystic7, Trainer Tips, Pokemon Master Holly, Poke Dave, I mean there's so many to name that if I keep naming them, just like I normally say, this speech on most things, I'll forget people, and I don't like to forget people, so I'll just stop there. But anyway, there's obviously a bunch of people that do Pokemon Go videos. I'll shout out a couple more, just like Reversal and Unlisted Leaf and stuff, just because I feel like I need to mention those. Those guys are like huge too. But anyway, I'm just gonna stop there, bitch. You're gonna forget people, and you're gonna be mad at yourself. There's too many. There's a bunch of them. Love every single one, but either way. Anyway, yeah, I want to bring another Pokemon Go video because I love playing Pokemon Go. I've played it ever since it first came out. I haven't stopped playing since. Yes, I play a little bit less so now because of the fact that I've caught so many of them. But then they dropped Gen 4, a couple days ago? I don't even know the exact day. But yeah, they dropped Gen 4, and I was super pumped because I'm like, yay, more Pokemon to catch that aren't like regional exclusives, because literally that's pretty much all I'm missing. I think Wynot is one that I could still physically get. I do not have a Wynot yet, and you might be asking, why not? Oh, sorry, I couldn't ignore that pun. But yeah, I don't have a Wynot yet, and I just haven't hatched one. I don't get out and walk a lot anymore with my new job and everything like that. With my old job, I was able to drive around and play Pokemon Go more. It was tracking my steps more. I would usually average at very least 7 kilometers with my old job. And then I got my new job and I don't go out anymore. I don't get to ride around. I don't get to adventure, which I'm fine with. It's, you know, pays the bills. It gets things done. I love this job so far. And it makes it a lot more stable. With my other job, it was a lot more guessing games. But either way, I'm trying to track down this Bunnery, right? That's the name of that Pokemon, right? At this Pokestop that's right there that I just collected, but it didn't show up. So I'm going all around the backside of it. I'm currently in my car driving around for this Pokemon, but I figured, you know what, for this Pokemon Go thing, I'm not going to be like, oh, Gen 4 is released, because I've caught a majority of them, and it maybe already evolved a great majority. Pretty much the only ones I'm missing are Shinx and the whole Shinx evolution line, Bunnery and its whole evolution line, and Riolu and his whole evolution line. So, there's the Bunnery. Hello, Bunnery, you cute little bunny Pokemon. Go ahead and catch you. I do have some pineapple berries, which is nice. I do not have an Ultra Ball, though. That's kind of sad. I like using Ultra Balls on things I really need. But I'll show you my Gen 4 Pokemon here in a little bit. But what I figured for this Pokemon Go thing is doing a shiny hunt. And the main reason I am doing this, and don't be expecting us to potentially find a shiny on this and anything along that line, I figured I want to bring an episode, something I can bring to the channel real quick, to touch on some things, and then move forward and continue with our normal stuff. So this, unlike the Heart Gold shiny hunting and all that, won't be a consecutive kind of thing. We might just do some random here and there shiny hunts. But the reason I chose to do shiny hunting for this and all that is because during nighttime, the shinies are a lot more, not like common, but there's a lot more Pokemon that potentially have a chance at shiny during the night than there are during the day. You get all the Ghost, you still have your Swablues, and stuff that spawn. There's so many Pokemon now that can be potentially shiny that it'd be impossible for me to even name them all. But doesn't say that nighttime, because of the ghost being around at nighttime and dark types and all that, it makes it a lot more potentially likely than it would be during the day, unless it was like foggy weather or something. But either way, with all the conditions set, nighttime is pretty much the best chance to potentially find a shiny. Like I said, there's no guarantees. I don't even know what the chances are in Pokemon Go. I don't know if it's like the Pokemon True Series, where it's like 1 in the 4,000 range. I don't know if it's, lessened. I don't know. But there's a lot of arguments you can put, because like some people say it's 1 in 400. Well, I've encountered like 800 Swablu and not found a single one. So some of those math things might be wrong, but so either way, I'm not an expert on any of that subject, but that's pretty much why I was like, I'll just do a shiny thing, because Gen 4 has already been out for a couple days. I already caught a good majority of them, so we're not going to worry about catching Gen 4 at all, other than maybe the ones I don't have, like Shinx or Bunnery and Riolu, which I think Riolu is only in the eggs. 10k eggs. But either way, so just do some shiny honey. That way I can just straight up talk to you guys, give you guys an update on everything without being distracted by a video, distracted by anything else that potentially could go on. Just literally can talk straight to you guys, give you updates on everything that's going on, what's going on with the channel, and what's new to come. So more so it's just me talking with Pokemon Go in the background, but don't worry, I will still be shiny hunting around, but none of the Pokemon that are appearing right now have shiny chances, so that's, a thing. But anyway, oh wait, Xatu can be shiny. It is not. He would be orange and he would sparkle. Either way, but so let's just go into some topics here and just keep shooting around. So let's just talk about straight up what's coming to the channel. Why has it been kind of almost, I don't even know, like, I think a month, maybe more, since the last time a video has been created on the channel. Kind of what's all going on, what's to come, all that great diddly stuff. Luckily, if I see the Pokemon, I know if they have shiny chances. I just want to go ahead and say this real quick. Like, you might be like, well, how do you know that Chimchar doesn't have it, or Beedrill, or what? A lot of them, if I see them, I know they have a shiny chance or not. So it's just a matter of naming them. I couldn't do that. But if I see them, I know pretty much if they've had a shiny chance or not. But either way. So let's just go straight into where have I been, what's been going on. I've been telling you guys on Twitter that about even like a week ago, that I should be coming back here soon with a video, but not to expect it anytime soon. Just to give me a little bit longer just to kind of regroup and figure out some things. But the main reason I started going away, so around September 18th, 17th, I don't even know. We'll just make this simple. On September 19th of, not this year, but last year, my sister passed away. A lot of you might remember this because during my Pokemon Fire Red randomizer, I actually did the recording, and then actually got a call from my mom during the recording about everything that happened with my sister who passed away on that day, and I ended up scrapping the recording and completely recording it. Most of you remember that because I did a live video during that time that it happened, and I basically had to delete that video and, regroup it. Just I did a regular recording of the next episode and all that, but I obviously had to address what happened. It was like a month later, so like, people were wondering what kind of happened. They just knew, like, I got a call from my mom and I ended the episode. They didn't hear like what the conversation was between me and my mom. I just knew when I talked to her, she was crying, so I just went ahead and hit the end recording because something was going on. And then, like I said, lo and behold, I figured out my sister, my older sister, she was technically my half sister, but I consider her still my sister. So either way, I don't know why I'm getting all technical into this, but either way, passed away that year and all that. So obviously a year later, when I started, like I said, we started this hiatus of video making, her year anniversary of her death. So I obviously went up to my family up in Indianapolis and all that, and got to spend some time with them. That put me a little bit behind, and then everything going on with the whole, I don't want to say like situation, but like everything that, like the memories, the all that kind of stuff. Just like a lot of emotions just came back, and it just didn't feel 100% right coming back on not 100% positivity. And I wanted to, when I came back, to be kind of on the right mindset and all that. Like, I was still my happy self. I'm always on that whole thing, like, even in the darkest of times, even in the saddest of times, whatever you want to say, there's a light to be found. There's something that you can find to make yourself happy, to bring your whatever. But at the same time, I just didn't want it to make a bunch of the content being like, oh, you know, if I'm weird or anything like that, it's because of this going on. Like, I didn't want to have to use that as an excuse for any of the videos, so I kept making that a hiatus for why I didn't make any videos for at least, 2 weeks it took for me to kind of get back home and everything with my computer and all that. Well, then it kind of came into more downward spirals of, like, I was like, well, I'm also, like, not doing great on YouTube. Like, I've lost some subscribers, but I'm kind of always staying around that 40 range. It's kind of really demotivating. And, like, I love making YouTube videos, and I always tell you guys, like, no matter whether we had just one subscriber or, millions of subscribers, I still love making content. But at the same time, you can't help yourself but think, like, when you're making something on a public platform and not getting a lot of views and stuff, you're like, do I stink? Like, is the content not the greatest? Which I can probably mount to. It's not probably the greatest. We don't have the best technology and stuff like that, and we're brand new to YouTube. But, like, you start getting a bunch of random negative thoughts and getting negative on yourself. So that can also hurt me too. So I started branching out to a lot of people, whether it be family, YouTubers, friends, all that great stuff. People I could talk to just try to get my mindset right and figure out what they've kind of done and how they've handled certain things. I'm going to go ahead and shout out a bunch of people just that have helped me through this and everything like that, and kind of figure out what is the right path and what I wanted to do and how to work forward through everything. So first and foremost, I want to shout out Asteroid Mania videos, and I will put all these people in links if they have YouTubes or whatever, but otherwise it's just going to be me shouting them out if I can't find a way to kind of bring you guys to them so you can see their awesome content that they make and everything like that. But yeah, first I want to shout out his Asteroid Mania videos. He's a great content creator, does a lot of Pokemon content. He started as a Minecraft channel, but now is pretty much all Pokemon with some random videos in there too. He does some other stuff, but mostly Pokemon. He's an amazing editor, does a lot of commissions, things like that. But either way, enough on kind of what he's about. But talked to him during one of his live streams. I've been a long time subscriber of Asteroid, and talked to him, and he's been on YouTube about 4.5 years, and he's up there in the thousands of subscribers, but I knew he had some slow growth going up. So I talked with him on, like, how we've been on YouTube now for about, 2.5 years, and still at below 100 subscribers. And he told me how he's been on. It took him about 2.5 years plus before he even got to his first 1,000 subscribers. And as you grow, it makes it easier because more people are going to see your content, share your content, and all that. So the more you grow, the more it's going to be shown around, and it'll make it easier. But till that happens, it's going to be slow. And he said, kind of with things going around YouTube right now, it's harder to grow. So it made me kind of understand, like, okay, maybe you're right. Like, yeah, don't pay attention too much to the numbers. Just do what you love to do. If people want to watch it, they'll watch it. If, whatever. Some things that I know he mentioned that I haven't done is kind of like how, like, sharing the videos, putting it on more public terms, like sharing on Twitter, putting it on, different social medias, things like that, branching out, networking, all this great stuff. And like I said, I don't want to go hardcore into this. This is more so a me and him conversation on how I can maybe improve and just kind of get back on this positive mindset. But anyway, yeah, so he helped me a lot on just kind of like how his journey has been and how he's grown and everything like that. And I've watched a lot of other YouTubers from Original 151, United Gamer, Dobbs. There's so many that I've watched throughout these times, even JTV. Some that I've got to talk to, some that I haven't, whether they've been just because they're so hugely popular or just busy or whatever, and like I get that, so I'm not gonna hold anything against them. But either way, to make this all wrapped up in a sense, after talking to a bunch of them, fellow YouTubers, I kind of figured out, okay, no matter what, you gotta just kind of, as hard as it sometimes is to do, ignore the numbers, ignore what you're seeing. Know that as long as you're enjoying what you make and what's coming out and everything like that, that eventually stuff will happen. If not, then at least you're enjoying your own content, and that's all that matters. So after hearing all this, I was kind of watching my content back, things like that, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not the greatest at commentary, and there's a lot of pauses, a lot of times where it just doesn't, I guess, exactly flow or give you greatest commentary and all that. And I know this video probably won't do that either, because it's going to be a lot of, I don't know what a better word than like mopier content, but at the same time, it's a random Pokemon spawn. I haven't seen that one in a while. Ooh, there's a Bunnery somewhere. Where's he at? Oh my god, he's all the way over there. Oh, it's across the highway. Oh, but I need him. Anyway. But, yeah, so, yeah, I get this one might still have some monotones and not the greatest stuff, but like I said, I'm not going to try to harp on my commentary too much. I'm just going to talk, be me as best as I can, and worry about everything later. But yeah, like you said, like, if you can enjoy the stuff you're making or watching your own stuff, then sadly if you're not liking it, then why what others potentially like it. Kind of like that thing, like if you're not liking your own content, then you're already negative on it, and then if people aren't also watching it, then it's kind of like a double negative in a thing. I don't know. I get what I'm trying to say, but hopefully you guys get what I'm trying to say. But if not, I completely understand. But either way, just don't try to not keep harping on yourself and focus only on what you're making, what you're creating, what you're doing, and as long as you love it, then the rest should hopefully happen for you. And if not, then at least you are loving what you make and all that. So, and like I said, YouTube's not the easiest to grow on, but it's still one of the best to kind of grow on. There's also a Magikarp around here somewhere. Oh, it's straight ahead of me. But I can't access the Bunnery from that road, so that's the only stinky thing. And I'd rather have the Bunnery, and I get this is a shiny hunting thing, but at the same time, I might as well try to catch some new Pokemon that I can add to my Pokedex. I'll give you a Pokedex update here in a second, once I can. But right now, in case you can't tell, probably from all the I'm a passenger warnings, I am in a car driving around. I'm not walking around like I normally do. One, mostly because it's 40 degrees outside, and it's pretty cold. And it could be colder and snowing or anything like that, but just cars seemed a lot easier. So if you hear a lot of weird sounds or anything like that, it could be the car, it could be trains, it could be any amounts of sounds, but hopefully you guys are just gonna enjoy hearing my voice talking through majority of this. And we'll leave a like on the video and subscribe if you are new here. So there we go, ahead and get that spiel out of the way. But yeah, so after talking to them, talk to my family some more on like how they've kind of coped with different situations, not only just with my sister, but previous, whether it be deaths or sad times, on things that they kept them positive and all that kind of stuff. And it was some stuff I already kind of knew, like, yeah, think of like your other family members and how much they love and care about you and everything like that. I had a severe depression stage way back in the day where I got ultra depressed, and I'm not going to try to go any darker than that. I'm just going to say that much, to where, like, when after I talked to my dad, you got to realize, like, there's so much more than just yourself out there. There are sometimes people that love and care about you and rely on you and look up to you, that no matter how depressed you are, realize that there's other people that also care. But either way, so they were just kind of sharing some more of those similar thoughts and things that they do to stay positive, whether it be finding different hobbies. So for the whole time between the last video and this video that you're watching right here, I just kind of started enjoying some things, trying to think out what I wanted to do going forward, what I wanted to do to kind of focusing on YouTube and outside of YouTube, what I kind of wanted to more so focus on what I wanted to enjoy, things like that. But either way, but yeah, what I figured out is like I started playing some of my other games, just non-YouTube, not recording them. Enjoying times with my family, talking with them, not like, over the whole thing, but just kind of like enjoying the private time without YouTube being anything on my mind at all. Figuring out, like I said, content that's been gone, why I've made it go so long without it, and figuring out just a lot of different life things. And like I'm just gonna wrap this all up now because I feel like I've been talking on this way too much, and I feel like I'm rambling on how do I word this? Like, I just feel like I'm not making the best of sense, and it's just because I try to also still collect my own thoughts and explain it the best I can to you guys, and I get that it might not be, but just understand that I've realized that no matter what's going on with this channel, I need to not only enjoy my own life that's going around outside of YouTube, but as long as I'm making content that I enjoy, whether you guys want to hit that subscribe button or not, as long as I'm enjoying everything that's coming out, that's all that should matter to me, and that's what I actually am going to do from here on out. Let's see if this magical bunnery is here after I've driven all this way. Better freaking be here. I took so many turns and twists and all that. What is my research rewards anyway? I don't need these. I know I'm about to catch another normal type Pokemon, potentially, if it's still here. I don't think it's here. I think I drove all this way for nothing. No, wait, there it is. There it is. There it is. Hello, Bunnery. Yeah, cute little bunny Pokemon. 184, that's not bad. I can use a pineapple on this. Boom. Anyway. So yeah, like I said, after talking to everybody, kind of get my mindset back right, and I felt okay. I was kind of like, okay, what do I want to bring to the channel? What do I want to focus on? All that great stuff. To still not only enjoy what I'm making, but when I go back and watch it, make sure that I'm enjoying it. So I'm like, okay, what can I do? And I was like, you know what? No matter what, I just need to be me. I need to hopefully make content that brings a smile, brings a laugh to somebody else. But if not, then as long as it brings it to myself and other people that are close to me, like my family and stuff that do watch my YouTube stuff, that's all that should matter. So yeah, so after figuring all that out, finally here back with this Pokemon Go thing, and like I said, I just chose this because it was something super simple I could record without having to put it on my laptop or load up any emulators or load up any art or anything else. Literally just press the screen record button on my phone and go. So it was the simplest of options, let's just say that, and I mean that as nicely as possible, because yeah, I guess to some it could seem like lazy or whatever you want to say, but at the same time, it just what worked for right now, and then I can talk about what is to come, what's about to come to this channel, and then we can make that content come out with already the explanation of everything about my sister, about all the depression stuff, about why this hiatus, on a video that might be less so watched than the content that I want to just focus on the actual content about. Like I said, this Pokemon Go one, I figured it would be okay if you just heard a bunch of my commentary and the gameplay be more so the background of my commentary, just to have something going on. I would not want this commentary that I'm currently saying over a series that I'm kind of wanting more so now to focus on, make great content, but I guess great content, but great commentary too, all this other stuff. Like, I didn't want, I guess all the, craziness that I've said so far in this first couple, whatever amount of minutes that I've recorded this video, taking that much time of something else that I'm really wanting to focus on the gameplay, focus on the commentary of that gameplay and all that great stuff. So that's why I did this video, chose this video to do so. I already checked that air on. I don't believe I checked the knot too. It's not shiny anyway, so, you know, I already checked the Growlithe. And I'm going to be driving through some similar parts here and there, but it's more so to access other areas. It's just sometimes, you know, certain roads lead you places. I'm pretty sure there was a Magikarp over here at this Pokestop. That was the second reason I came down this way. There he is. Alright. It's not shiny, but I'll catch it because it could be extra large, and I still need my Magikarp badge. We don't get a lot of Magikarp spawns around here unless you're from the Indianapolis area. I'm from Indiana, in case I never said that, but I'm not from the Indianapolis area. It's a pretty long drive to get to Indianapolis, or else I would go there. It is extra large, sweet. But ooh, Makuhita, he can be shiny. He's not. But yeah, so Magikarps are pretty rare. Is that a different Makuhita? I feel like this is a different Makuhita. He is not shiny. I'll bring up here in a little bit the shiny chart for you guys, so you guys can tell what Pokemon can potentially be shiny, for those that might be wondering, and all that great stuff. Let's go through this way. Sometimes I have to kind of focus on what I'm doing a bit, just because, like I said, I'm in a car, so first come first, safety. So, notes to your guys' self to be as safe as possible. Focus on the road. Be, have your seatbelts on and all that. Literally, I'm just talking. Like, my phone's not in front of my face, really. It's kind of more near my lapish area. I don't know, between my lap and my chest area. So, it's just a quick glance down to for like 1 second. But honestly, I'm more so just talking and watching myself drive and pay attention to the gameplay. I can feel it vibrate when a Pokemon appears, so I can kind of just quickly glance down to see if that Pokemon potentially has a shiny or not. And I might have missed one. Who knows? I don't know. But either way, like I said, it's more so just me commentating. So just wanted to catch up. So let's talk about the channel, the things to come, all that great stuff. I don't know why I keep doing the whole like thing, but it's not even like rolling my arm, more like gunshots. Anyway, so first and foremost, Kingdom Hearts 1. Kingdom Hearts 1, I do want to finish. I want to get back on the track of doing live streams of those. Like I said, it's a live series, so I figured finish it off live. So we'll continue that one as best as I can. I know we're really near the end there, but it's just a matter of how many more episodes will that take. I couldn't tell you. I mean, probably if I had to take a guess, maybe the most 5 more left to finish out the Kingdom Hearts. And like I told you guys, Kingdom Hearts 2, I probably won't do live. As much as I would love to do live, just to continue the Kingdom Hearts live trend, it'd be cool to do edits and all that great stuff, intro moments, everything else that I'm doing with like my Platinum series, my Mario series, and stuff like that. Make artwork, all that great stuff. Feel like that kind of attracts more than the live series, in my opinion. You can tell me if I'm wrong down in the comments down below. But either way, just gonna keep Kingdom Hearts 2 to a actual series. It'll make it a lot easier to also keep consistent with, because of the fact that I can make cuts and all that around anything else that might go on. Hopefully most of you probably know this by now, but obviously like the Kingdom Hearts 1 series, I had to record around like my like when my daughter slept, or when I wasn't like the busiest and all that, because obviously since it was live, I couldn't do those cuts and all that great stuff. So it's made it a little bit harder to keep like on a daily schedule in a sense. So these ones are hard to tell if they're shiny. You literally have to wait for the shiny screen, because they're like literally the same thing. Anyway, continuing on, we're going to be stopped by a train here, so in case you're wondering why I'm not going to move on Pokemon Go, other than maybe just trying to figure out my location, that is why we are stopped by a train. But, I try to, like I said, I keep saying or but or things like that, because I'm just trying to keep gathering my thoughts on everything that I want to talk about and get out. So back on the whole things to come for the channel. So Kingdom Hearts, like I said, going to continue that, beat that game, and get Kingdom Hearts 2 started up. Goal is still to complete both games before Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out in January, but can it happen? I don't know. If we're completely consistent with Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2, I feel like we can get it done. But I'm not going to make any guarantees on any of that like I did in the first place. Hope is that I can. Worst case is I can't. But, at least we'll still get the game and play it a bit. So that'll be fun. Next up is Pokemon Platinum. I've obviously only done episode 1 of that one. It was a majority of lag, figuring out how to calculate the lag, and I have figured that out. I know how to beat the lag now. I know how to get rid of it. I figured out how to change the FPSs, all that great stuff, fixing the emulator, and then I started recording it without the lag, and then I got episode 2 and 3 were completely recorded, and then the emulation? Yeah, like emulator completely crashed somewhere during both recordings. So like when you watch the recording, it would go for a while and then it would just completely pause on a part, and then it would continue again, then it would completely pause, and I was like, really, like, again, like, it has all these issues, and then my whole computer crashed, and I had to like re-download emulators, re-download a bunch of random stuff that I originally had on my computer for recording software and all that. I mean, might as well catch this Weedle while we're just sitting here. I mean, why not? It's a Weedle. But yeah, so that was another kind of thing, was like trying to get everything back, figure out things on my emulators, and get all that stuff figured out. So I got all that resituated. Ooh, I actually have enough to evolve. I know you'd be like, you have 218, you clearly have enough to evolve. I prepare for Mega Pokemon by doubling. So like, it takes 100 to get Kakuna to Beedrill. I double that number to prepare for Mega Pokemon down the road. That was my thing. So like, once it gets to 212, then it's guaranteed enough candies to stay at 200, as you see, and prepare for Mega Pokemon. I don't even know if it's going to be anywhere near that number, but how they're going to do Mega Pokemon, but that's why I said I finally have enough to evolve. I've clearly had enough to evolve, like, I don't even know how many freaking wheels. But that's why, in case you're wondering that. Also, I think I got a little, like, cold or something going on, because I keep getting, like, stiffy and, like, clogged up my throat, and I know it's probably disgusting, but I wanted to explain that in case anybody's wondering, like, why I sometimes, like, hesitate on talking, or I sound weird when talking. That's probably why. Next one. Not Pokemon. Mario 3D Land. Again, only done one episode. And it was the same thing. The emulator, by it crashing during my Pokemon Platinum series, it made me worry, like, okay, it's going to do the same thing on my Mario series, even though Mario, unlike Platinum, isn't recorded with the emulator itself. Like, the Pokemon Platinum, for those that don't know, I record on my computer with my emulator and all that, whereas my Mario series, I pre-record the thing on my phone, and then I put it into my emulator with all the artwork, all that great stuff. It's OBS is the software that I use. It's not really an emulator. It's more of a recording software. I don't know why I keep saying emulator, but OBS is the thing I use. And I put that video on there with the artwork, and then I just commentate over the video like I did on the first episode. And like I said, with all the emulator crashes that happened during Platinum, or the OBS crashes, or whatever you want to say, it made me hesitant to do Mario. So that's why that one's been on the back burner too, is just because I want to get everything finished. So at this point, I don't have anything recorded, like episode 2 of Mario or the other two, because of the fact of the whole thing crashing and losing the footage. I have to now go through and record it all. So my plan is to do that, if not today, on Monday when I have my next day off, to, bring content for you guys to watch again and continue forward. Then the next one's the Shiny Hunting series that, is the true Shiny Hunting series, our Hard Gold Shiny Starter Hunt. And the main reason for that one is just trying to figure out a good recording way to record it, because literally the only way I can record it is by holding my phone and then holding the DS in my hand. I don't have a capture card or a good setup to place my phone somewhere to record the DS. And you might have seen that during my Mario 3D Land series, that it's kind of hard to record the screen while holding your phone. Like, it's basically near impossible. So I've been trying to find different ways I'm doing that before I brought it back on Shiny Hunting, but I do want to bring that back, all that. But either way, so the next thing to come to the channel is the Fall Winter Showcase. Jesus, I can talk. Fall Winter Showcase 2018 through 2019, technically, because winter will take place during 2019. But either way, so yeah, Fall Winter Showcase. And I'm going to set that up completely as kind of like a Nintendo Direct style thing. I think that'll be pretty cool, where we do the things to already be out and need to be finished, such as all the stuff that I literally just named, to be finished and recorded and come out first, and I'll kind of like call that like first to come or first things first or something along that line. And then we'll come after that completes through that part of the direct or showcase or whatever you want to say, then we will do our next things that are to come, what I want to bring to the channel, whether it be during those recordings or right after all that finishes, with some of our how to plays or maybe Pokemon Versus, things like that, things that I want to bring to the channel, all that stuff. And to quickly talk on Pokemon Versus, because I wanted to say this real quick, and I know during the last Pokemon Versus I said the next one was going to come quickly. The reason that it didn't is because of the fact that I wanted the next one to be me versus VJ, and we were going to do it via Showdown, but then we realized we needed 2 devices to do so. And yeah, I could use like my phone or something like that, but without just 2 computers, it made it kind of hard. And that's the reason why we hadn't done another Pokemon Versus, is just not really having your best setup to do another Versus video. And we wanted to make sure when we bring it back that we're able to do it and battle it out. Well, we finally found a way to completely be able to do Pokemon Versus via the Showdown or whatever you want to say. I think it's Pokemon. Yeah, it's Pokemon Showdown. I know it's Pokemon Showdown. But we do have now a way with 2 computers. We have 2 computers now that we can battle each other with whatever Pokemon we choose. So what we're going to do is a battle, just, choosing whatever Pokemon we want and battle it out. We'll do probably like our favorite Pokemon battle, and then we're going to do like a hack-ishmon battle where we can choose whatever moves we want, whatever abilities, and just try to see who can come up with the best crazy scenario for their Pokemon to see who would win that. And that'll be the 3 battles that we do against each other. And then I still want to do the Alon, whatever his name is, versus Ash, to prove whether Charizard would have lost to Greninja in that battle. But just, overall, just an Alon versus Ash battle. I think that'd be cool to bring to the channel. And I'll do that one probably still through the Pokemon Showdown one. But as a big announcement right here, right now, as many of you are watching this, we have every single Pokemon in the game. It took a very long time to figure out how to get them and how to do it, and through a lot of help, through a lot of people. And if I can, I'll leave links in the description on all the people that helped me out. But finally have every single Pokemon from Gen 1 to Gen 7, everything up to Pokemon Sun, because that's the most recent game that I personally own. I do not own Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon yet, so I can't get like Ultra Necrozma or who's some of the others past that. Some of the Ultra Beasts, like I can't even think of their names. The dude with the like head that's like clown looking, like Bolificin, or I don't know Pokemon names. We're just gonna Stackalaka guy, like all those people. Yeah, I couldn't do because they're Ultra Sun and Moon Pokemon, but I think it's like 5 that we're missing in total that are released. Because like Meltan, you could say too, from Pokemon Go, you can't get him until I think even Let's Go comes out. But yeah, so have every Pokemon up to the Pokemon Sun version of Pokemon, both their regular forms and their shiny forms. Have all the moves that I wanted for them, all that are completely legal to use in is it Smogon or whatever, via that whole website that you could use like legally, competitively, and all that great stuff. So I got all the moves I wanted, their abilities that are legal, all that stuff. Like I said, nothing hacktive that would make them like a Bulbasaur knowing Fire Blast or anything like that. Like completely legal Pokemon to battle with on Pokemon Versus, to use that HD graphic of Pokemon Sun and Moon and all that. And I don't know how to do the whole 1080p hack, but I think you have to have the capture card in order to do the 1080p style of Pokemon battling. So sadly we won't have that, but hopefully the 720 normal 3DS screen of Pokemon Versus will be sufficient for you guys, and you guys will enjoy that when we bring that. And the first battle I kind of want to do for Pokemon Versus in that style I don't know, I have a bunch of different ideas, but I want to bring back like the whole gym leader theme. I want to kind of bring back the original Brock versus Misty that we did when we first started Pokemon Versus, where now we can use every single generation of Pokemon and see who would win, and do kind of like gym leader themes, do any other random themes we can think of, whether it be, even we could think of themes of like Sonic theme battles or anything like that. And I know many of you might say like, oh, well, Benny and Dobbs have like theme battles too, and I get that. And I think it'd be just fun for ourselves to do that and like do metronome battles and type battles and things like that. It just sounds fun to me to do, and I think it's something that I'll enjoy doing, and I'll try not to in any way hardcore copy what they've done, because they've made amazing Versus content themselves. And I know actually I figured out about a week ago or so, there's actually a Pokemon Versus channel. I think it's literally just called Versus or Versus Network. I'm not 1,000% sure, but they do Pokemon Versus as well. Different themes like Ash versus Professor Kukui, women theme battles like Misty versus Jessie, and a bunch of different theme things. And I thought they were really cool too. So I watched a lot of their content on Pokemon Versus that they've done. But they none of them call it Pokemon Versus. Some are called theme battles, some are called generation battles, some are just literally just called Versus battles. But none of them are titled Pokemon Versus like that we've come up with, so that made me feel a little bit better. But it'll still be similar to if anybody's seen those channels to them, because they'll have sometimes similar Pokemon, but it might have different results, because there's a lot of like if you use rest or hypnosis, sometimes they could fall asleep for longer. You might get a poison off early, you might get a crit off, like results can change so much in Pokemon because there's so much guessing. You don't know how each battle might go forth and take place. So whether you saw Ash completely destroy Professor Kukui on one channel, you might see Kukui pull victory out over Ash on our channel because of different factors that happen. So hopefully that'll be exciting for Pokemon Versus. So I want to just get that straight out, that we finally have every single Pokemon to be able to bring a awesome Pokemon Versus. Like I said, only missing probably 7 maybe Pokemon of whoever's available in Ultra Sun and Moon. And I do plan on getting those games, just a matter of when I can afford them. And there's just so many other games that I also want that I'm like, do I want this more? Do I want this more? I don't know. Ooh, Drowsy, he can be shiny, but he's not. He'd be pink, and he's not pink. Murkrow can be shiny. He's also pink, but this one is not, so he's not shiny. That Gyarados in that gym's not shiny. I don't know why I randomly just wanted to point that out. But yeah, so that's kind of some things I wanted to go ahead and go over real quick. And like I said, the Fall Winter Showcase that will come out here soon, we'll go over what's first to come, what's next to come, what's last to come, and some bonus other things that you'll see during that. So please, 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 please go check out the Fall Winter Showcase when that drops, because I'll literally give you an exact detail of what videos, somewhat by the videos that are going to come to the channel, from, like I said, the first things that we want to finish, the next to come, whether it be during those videos or afterwards, that will, go forward with the channel, and then the last to come kind of videos that will kind of wrap up the whole season and things like that. That will hopefully give you all great insight on the channel going forward. That's not just me randomly rambling through a Pokemon Go somewhat thing. Because like I said, none of this is scripted, none of this is organized in any way. Literally, I just pressed record and I started talking. So if you're wondering why I keep rambling or trying to think or repeating things and all that, it's literally because I have no structure and no whatever, and I'm just literally saying what comes in my head as I drive around different places throughout my city to collect potential shiny Pokemon, which none of them have been wham. And in case you wanted to know, I'll go ahead and go to my Pokemon screen here real quick. Let's go ahead, actually, real quick, before I do this, press transfer to that. Let's go ahead and type in shiny. These are all my shiny Pokemon. I have Squirtle via the Community Day, which, speaking of Community Day for Beldum is coming up real soon. for me, which is very exciting. So you can see my Squirtles, my Sunglasses Squirtles, my Sunglasses Blastoise. Oh, I guess my Sunglasses Squirtle's not on there. I guess he wasn't shiny, but I do have a Sunglasses Squirtle. Not Roserade, Roselia. There we go. My Community Day Merrills that were shiny, my Tyranitar from when Larvitar was shiny, and then Love Disc during the Valentine's Day special when they made those shiny. So literally all my shinies are pretty much Community Day or a when they first, like the first day that they're released, when they're like super heightened. Because Roselia I got on when like the first 30 minutes of when they were announced shiny, because that's like the most chances you can get during the first 2 hours after the announcement. The shiny chances are like extremely huge, so that's why that one's shiny. I think that's like the only legit non-community day, non-event day shiny is the Roselia kind of thing. But then again, you could say it was because of an event. Oh, let's just continue driving around. Is there anybody that is potentially... I already checked the Plusle, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that was like right when we pulled in, wasn't it? Was a Plusle. So we should already have that one checked out. But let's just continue moseying around this place and looking for potential shinies. And like I said, I'll do a Pokedex update here in a little bit. What are my stuff? 5 weather boost, no. Excellent throw, don't really care for these things. Let's see, what else did I want to kind of talk about or go over before we start wrapping up? Anything else I wanted to really say? I don't think so. I hope not. I really hope not. Like I said, most of the things to more so come to the channel and all that great stuff will come during the fall winter showcase. But hopefully this kind of gave you guys all an understanding of why we've been away for so long, or why I've been away for so long. Because really, Brian and BJ, the original of MBV Gaming, like with school and all that, that's mostly why. And they don't come over all the time. We see them maybe at best twice a month. So they don't really have anything to do with why we've been gone for so long. It's more so me. I'm the president of the dang channel. I choose when things go uploaded, so it's pretty much all me. But either way, hopefully that gave you some insight with just everything going on with my sister and just going through a tough time. It just took me a little bit to kind of figure this all out, and like how I wanted to somewhat explain this, and like I'm still not doing the best at explaining everything, I know that, but just wanted to figure out what I wanted to do going forward. And then once I knew everything I wanted to, I was like, all right, let's go ahead, now that I have this day available, press this record button, and hopefully you guys will understand everything and enjoy everything going forward. And like I said, I get this might be annoying or repetitive in any way, and I really do sincerely apologize for that. I just really wanted to go ahead and get this out on a video that I wouldn't have to hardcore focus on everything kind of going on inside the video other than clicking on Pokemon to check if they're shiny. So if you really enjoy Pokemon Go and all that, and I do want to still bring some Pokemon Go content to the channel, and probably during the next wave of Gen 4 release, I will do that. It just, like I said, Gen 4 has already been out, and I already have a majority of them, so I was like already kind of late to the party on doing a video about that. And like I said, I knew majority of the other Pokemon Go ones that people actually like hardcore watch would take care of that for me. So during next wave, we'll do some Pokemon Go stuff. So for those that really do enjoy watching Pokemon Go content and came to my channel to do so, I will definitely do that during the next video. This is more so just a update on everything with checking some random shiny Pokemon with some little bit of Pokemon Go talk in here, because like I said, I do love this game. I highly recommend playing this game, and I get it might be harder now because of the fact that it's in Gen 4 to kind of catch up, but it's still highly addictive and fun. But either way, let's just continue going through here. Is there any Pokemon that I need on the nearby? No, I already checked the Murkrow over there. Nope, nothing. So, well, let's go ahead and do our Pokedex update here real quick, because it's been a while since the last time I did a Pokedex update. I don't even know when the last time I think it was a Mewtwo raid was the last time I did a Pokemon Go one, which now Deoxys is the new raid guy, so that tells you how long it's been. Yeah. But anyway, so Pokedex update. Gen 1, I have all 151. I'm so happy. First Pokedex I've completed literally since I was a kid. Last Pokedex that I completed was the Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire games. Like I had Pokemon Ruby and I completed that Pokedex. That's literally the last time I played Pokemon for a while until I got late in high school. I met VJ kind of deal, like college era. I started doing Pokemon again. So last time I completed the Pokedex, last time I hardcore played Pokemon, all that great stuff was the last time, that I could say, like, oh, I've done something like this. So Pokemon Red, I completed the Pokedex. Pokemon Gold, Silver, I completed the Pokedex. Pokemon Ruby, I completed the Pokedex, then stopped because it was like 300 Pokemon. I was like, okay, this is too much. Gen 4, Gen 5, Gen 6 all came out. Didn't touch Pokemon, didn't know really much about Pokemon. I didn't even know the game titles. I think I heard of Diamond and Pearl and things like that. And I remember the Fire Red, Leaf Green remakes, and I did play those. But those were during the same time as Ruby, so you could kind of say during that same time. But yeah, like the Heart Gold, Soul Silver remakes, didn't play, didn't touch because I didn't hear about them. Literally just fell off of Pokemon Lily till I met V of MVV Gaming, VJ. And he told me about Gen 5 and 6, those were his favorite generations. So I started going back, playing through. So I played through like Heart Gold, Soul Silver, played through Omega Ruby, as you guys saw on the channel, actually, for the first time playing Omega Ruby. And then now with what was the, was there? No, there was no other remakes after that. But then I'm now doing Gen 4 with Platinum on the channel again. And then I'll hopefully do Black 2, XY. I know VJ is playing through Y right now himself, so he, I know, is loving that by far. And then Sun and Moon, I've actually played a little bit of Sun and Moon. I don't even know where I'm at. I think it's the part where Lily gets kidnapped. I'm pretty sure is where I'm at in that game. Pretty sure. Either way. And like I said, Ultra Sun and Moon I have not owned yet. I think that's the only Pokemon one I don't own. I might not own Black 2, White 2, but either way I can do emulators of those. Either way, enough on that talk. Back to the Pokedex update. So 151, completed this Pokedex, all 151. When they did the eggs of 7Ks having the regionals, that's when I got the Mr. Mime and Kangaskhan. So I have all 151. Johto, I have 95 out of the possible, I think it's 100 that are in Johto. And the Pokemon that I'm missing in Johto are pretty much regionals or ultra rare, or they just haven't been released. Like Unknown is only usually at events like PAX or the like Comic-Con stuff and things like that, like, or Go Fest, things that I've not been able to ever go to or afford to go to. So that's why I don't have an Unknown, but I've seen him in a gym. That's why he's in my Pokedex. Heracross, who's only in like the Southern America region. Corsola, who's around the Mexico, like that whole like ocean area around Mexico. Again, why I don't have that one. 235 is Smeargle. He's not been released. And then 251 is Celebi, and I'm currently working on the Celebi task. I think the next thing I have to do is just trade a Pokemon, so that'll be really easy. I just have to meet up with either VJ or my wife and just trade a Pokemon, and that'll get me to the next step on that. I think that's step 6 out of 8. So I should have Celebi here soon. That'll put me at 96 out of the possible, I think, 100 that are in Gen 2. Hoenn, 114 out of whatever amount of Pokemon there are in Gen 3. So the first ones that are missing are the Ninjask, Ninjask, Nincada, Shedinja line. That one's not been in the game at all. Volbeat, who's only on the eastern side of the world, like China, Africa, all that great stuff. Wailord, I technically can get. I have 500 Wailmer candies. I can get a Wailord right now if I wanted to, but the thing is, if they release Shiny Wailmer, and I was like, well, if I find a Shiny Wailmer, then I'm going to evolve it to Shiny Wailord and get a Shiny Wailord. 324, I don't know who that is. Who is 324? I don't know. Flygon, I'm working for the candies for that one. I think I have 30 Volbeat candies. I think that's the Mill Evolution's name. Yeah. So I'm really far from Flygon. He's the little rarest around me of Gen 3s that I potentially can appear. So still working on him. Let's see. Next. I don't know who 352 is. Tropius is only in... Where is he at? Africa, I'm pretty sure? Somewhere over in the eastern hemisphere. I guess hemisphere, but either way. Why not? Which I already mentioned. Hatches out of 5k eggs, have not hatched one. Relicanth, I think, is over to the east of Australia, somewhere in that island area. Salamence, he's Shelgon is my buddy right now. I have like near 80 candies for him, so I'm really close, but still far away. The whole Reggie trio, I didn't do any of the raids during that time. I stopped kind of raiding because I got a new job, so I wasn't able to raid as easily. It's pretty much all the Reggies and legendaries, like Latios, I didn't ever get to partake in just because I didn't have time to do so. And then the other ones that are missing are Deoxys and Jirachi. Jirachi's not been released, and Deoxys is in the EX raids, which again, by me not raiding, I do not have much. And then you have Sinnoh, and I have all the way up to Bunnery because that's the most highest one that I currently have. I don't know where Shinx falls in this whole list, and I don't know Gen 4 worth anything right now, which is why I'm playing Pokemon Platinum to learn my Gen 4 Pokemon. But there's at least the Gen 4 Pokemon, which I'm 17 of 17, which is good. And then my whole overall total is 377 out of 386, which is not terrible, seeing that majority of the ones I'm missing, other than Wynot, are regional. Let's see, Battle and Gym, no, hatch 2 eggs, I don't know what that gives me. I know hatch 5 eggs is Chansey, but I don't know what 2 eggs is. Speaking of eggs, where am I at on my eggs? 4.1 out of 5, that's not bad. I guess I could hatch those eggs during this recording just to see what we'll get, as I've been just literally sitting in one place this whole time. So, I guess I can continue back to moving around. But, yeah, so, either way, not terribly terrible on Pokemon Go, but probably could be better if I played as much as I used to back in the day, but kind of fell off of it. I still played it daily, like got my 7-day streaks, of catching a Pokemon, collecting a Pokestop, and things like that, but until Gen 4 came out, I was kind of just like, well, pretty much the majority of who I need are ultra rare, like never can be found, or I need to hatch them out of an egg, or, like, this was unlikely to happen, so I just kind of was like, what's the point? And with me at my new job not being able to travel as much to collect steps, it just made it even more impossible. Like, to even do the last for the Celebi thing, it was, walk 10 kilometers with the Eevee. Took me a whole week to do the 2 Eevees. Where some, it just takes probably like a day or two to collect that 10 kilometers. So, like I said, if I was back at my old job, then it would probably only take me like maybe tops 2 days to do that. Because I usually walked like 7 kilometers a day via just my job alone. And like I said, I just have, trade a Pokemon left to get my next thing, which I said all I need to do is meet up with my wife or my nephew to get that task complete. Either way, like I said, we'll just continue forward, just try to hatch these eggs. Like I said, I'm going to have to drive for a little bit just because where I was is not the biggest fan of playing Pokemon Go, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of that area and go back kind of near where I originally was during the beginning of the recording, just to have an easier place to, I should not say walk around, to ride around slowly in my car to collect steps. And if you guys have any questions about Pokemon Go, my Pokemon Go stuff, just let me know in the comments. And if there's anything you'd like to see Pokemon Go wise, also let me know in the comments. And if you have any questions, anything that you need clarifications on, anything at all, please leave a comment and we will respond to you as soon as we see that comment pop up. So, and everybody that is subscribed currently or about to hit that subscribe button or leaves likes on the video, anything like that, we greatly thank you. We love every single one of you that do so, and we cannot thank you enough for your support through everything that has been going through the channel throughout our entire history here, whether it be through name changes, through our crazy content that we do make, whether it be bad, good, laggy, whatever. So I'm really tired of making excuses on stuff, but as I told you guys on many videos, is we're still new to everything. So as much as we feel like we're doing good or trying to improve, we still find ourselves being like, oh god, like this is so bad, or anything like there's literally a video where we made and we're like, there's sometimes we don't even like the content that we do make because of how bad we commentate or do things. So the fact is like, we're trying our best to improve. We're trying our best to give you guys the best stuff to watch. And like I said, hopefully give you guys a laugh. Hopefully give you guys a smile throughout your day. Hopefully give you guys something that you like to listen to and watch through and all that beautiful stuff. And you also can follow us on Twitter and Instagram. We're going to start publishing on here once the full Winter Showcase publishes. We're going to start publishing on Instagram, making photos of more behind the scenes stuff, just like I said. Our Twitter does behind the scenes, and then our Instagram, that's both at the Moderate Gamer or at Moderate Gamer, and that's always in the description if you need to know for our Twitters, because it's different for each one, because on Twitter the Moderate Gamer doesn't fit, it's too long, so we did Moderate Gamer. But either way, ooh, Charmander, please be shiny, please be shiny, please be shiny. God dang it, you're not shiny. Why aren't you shiny? Why aren't you shiny? Drowsy, are you shiny? I would do anything for a freaking shiny Charmander. That's one community day I wish I didn't work on. And I also work on the one that's coming up, the Beldon Day. I worked on, what are the other ones? That Chikorita one, the Eevee one I worked both days on. And I work in an area that's over, actually it's near me right now. It's about over that way, over somewhere in this zone of area where there's like no Pokestops, no anything. So like one Pokemon spawns every like 3 hours. Like it's very, I thought I saw a Growlithe, but maybe I'm just seeing things. But yeah, so very limited. I think I encountered 1 or 2 Charmanders during the Charmander Day, 0 Eevees during the Eevee Day, 1 Chikorita during the Chikorita Community Day, so they're very limited. Not only the other community, I feel like I'm missing one. Pikachu, I think, is one I didn't get to do, but I didn't know about the whole Community Day thing until the second one. So, yeah, so again, won't be able to do Beldum either. So, very unlikely unless it appears in my front yard when I leave for work that morning, or at work somehow miraculously I will not get a shiny Beldum, which is sad because shiny Metagross looks so nice. But, you know, sometimes it is what it is, which it's all good with me. I stay happy, I stay positive, and I still love the game, so that's all that really matters. Can you be shiny, Bulbasaur? Can we get a shiny? That'd be so great. Be so hype if I can get a shiny. Also, I need to check something real quick. Go to my Pokedex real quick. Go to Charizard really quick. No, okay. I wondered if you saw a shiny in a gym, like defending a gym, which I've seen a lot of shiny Charizards in a gym, if that adds to your Pokedex as seen, like it does with like the Pokemon that you haven't caught, like Relicanth. Like I have it in my Pokedex because I saw it at a gym, but not because I caught it or had encountered it in any way. All the regionals literally I've seen because they're in a gym, and I don't know how those people are getting them, whether it be hacking, whether it be that they've gone there. I don't know how they get them, but I'm not gonna waste like near 1 million Stardust just to get that kind of Pokemon. If I want them, then eventually I'll either go there, or eventually hopefully they'll come to me like Mr. Mime and Kangaskhan did way down the road, literally right before the Gen 4 release came out. So if I have to wait a while, that's okay. This game I mostly just play to play. It's not like I'm hardcore caring whether I catch them all or anything like that. So if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. The real Pokemon games I cared about, trying to catch them all. In case you wanted to know, before I caught I got the help from everybody, I was at, I think I calculated 498 or 5, maybe I was right above 500, and I guess 506 also sounds right. Pokemon out of the 800. Like I was close, but I was still really far. And that was only the basic Pokemon. Like, it wasn't the shinies. It wasn't going and collecting the moves that I wanted for everything. So, like, I was still really far away from even ever potentially having Pokemon Versus on, like a more HD format than Showdown or anything prior to I guess up to Gen 4, I think is where I was at. because I hadn't caught any on Platinum, because I never played 4, I never played 5. 6 is only because of BJ, 7 is because of myself, and then 1, 2, 3 were because of my original games. But yeah, so very happy that so many people helped me to collect them all and gave me ways to collect them all without being like crazy illegal ways. Like, because there's like Poke hacks that you can use via like custom firmware and things like that, which yes, you can still make Pokemon that are legal to use in online battles, but you could literally make an Arceus with whatever moves you wanted to use in your game. And then there's the PKSM without all the custom firmware you can use as well to bring in Pokemon, which I think is how I acquired most of mine, was through PKSM and all that they gave to me. But those are, yes, you can still make their moves and all that, but you can't literally change every little thing about the PKSM. Only lets you kind of like do their moves, bits of their stats, and all that kind of great stuff. But that PK hacks like makes you be able to do whatever you kind of want, it seems like. But I might be wrong on that. Like I said, I don't really know how to do that myself. I'm not an expert in any way. So I know the mains people that helped me used a bit of PKSM, and some of that were legitimately caught. And Wingull, you can be shiny. But you're not. You don't have green wings. Like I said, guys, once I get near the wrap up, it'll probably be after I hatch the 2 eggs, and then I'll show you the shiny Pokemon that can be shiny, and then we'll probably wrap it up right then and there. So thanks for those that have watched this entire video up to now. Really means a lot. Numel, don't need you. You're not shiny anyway, so a lot of Pokemon right there, but nothing that can be shiny. A lot of Alolan Pokemon too. A lot of people were like weirded out that the Alolan Pokemon got added, but it was just the Gen 1 Alolan Pokemon, like, which I think are the only Alolan Pokemon are Gen 1. But okay, there's Alolan, like, you know, like everybody from Gen 7 is technically Alolan, but like the ones that have the title Alolan, people were like up in arms. I'm like, it's just Gen 1 Pokemon again. Like, it's not that deep, people. I think the weirdest one that you could technically even somewhat argue is Grimer, because it looks like the shiny. Let's see. I'm probably still at 4.1 because I've been driving. Yeah, it's still at 4.1. But 0.9 kilometers is not that far. Really, just say 1 kilometer. How many Bunnery candies do we have? How close are we? We're at 35 of 50, so we need 15 more. So about, what? It's 3 candies per catch, so about 5 more Bunneries. Did I say 15? I think I said 15. So about 5 more Bunneries to get to my Lopunny, I think it's the next one, which I'll need to stack up in candies, because I'm pretty sure there's a Mega Lopunny too. So I'll have to make sure to catch every Lopunny till I feel like I'm set on Lopunnies. There's a Natu, which can be shiny, but he doesn't have the orange leaf, so he's not shiny. Well, shiny is, I also know how the shiny looks, which helps. And a lot of this you can find on the Pokemon Go Hub. If you type in Pokemon Go Hub, and they have the shiny chart that has every current shiny Pokemon that's been released. Because I know the shiny chart that I'll show you, actually I might actually have to just go to the website, to be honest, because the shiny chart I have, I think, is missing the Geodude shiny line, the Shinx shiny line. That's a weird sentence. Shinx shiny. And maybe the Gramble, maybe? I don't know. Because I don't know how long ago my shiny chart's from. So I might actually have to just go to Go Hub to pull up the shiny chart, to be honest. Alrighty. Let's start driving slower to collect some steps. Any Pokemon nearby that I need? Nope. Skarmory is a pretty rare spawn, but I have my steel badge now, so I don't really have a need for Skarmory. My Skarmory is pretty strong, so let me also know if you guys kind of do that similar thing of like trying to stack up candies for like Mega Evolutions, things like that, or not. Here comes a Growlithe and a Poochyena, which both can be shiny. This one is not because he's not yellow, and I believe Poochyena is also yellow for his shiny, but this one's not shiny. I think they also added, if they are shiny, a little shiny logo on the top right corner of their name. I'll show you here in a second kind of where that will be when we encounter our next potentially shiny Pokemon, where you guys can see that. In case you don't know how to tell Pokemon shiny, I'll tell you all the little hints on how to figure out if your Pokemon's shiny, other than the most obvious ones. But either way, we'll figure that out the next one. If there's not one that appears, I'll just try to explain it as best as I can by just encountering a random Pokemon to do so. Ooh, a Lunatone. Those are regional too, but again, I already have a pretty one. Ooh, Buttery! Ooh, I got randomly excited about that. I have one Pineapple Berry for this 838 Buttery. Do I have an Ultra Ball? Yes, perfect. He's attacking a lot, or she's attacking a lot. Whatever gender it is, it doesn't show the genders anymore. Because I could use the Buttery as my example, but oh well. I was too busy on trying to catch it. So now we'll have 41, so we're 9 away. So 3 more Butterys at most. As little as 2 no matter what, because 6 is the most candies you can get from a Buttery. An Abra. Also, let me know if there's anything you do differently on playing Pokemon Go than I have done so far in any of the videos that I've made on Pokemon Go. And please go check out our other Pokemon Go videos. We've done raid videos, we've done just traveling around, like walking around our, actually this area that I'm currently driving around, the most like common Pokemon spawn area besides our big park, but the park you can't go into after night. Probably do the Pokemon Go stream there next, or not stream, but episode there next. That'll probably be the next one, whenever the next wave comes out, is at the big park during the daytime, just to have a new area that's not here, because I always go here. But it's the best spot for tons of Pokestops and Pokemon to spawn that's, you know, able to access 24/7, so. But yeah, like we've done a Pokemon, our first one, which was like just during the day, walking around the 2 main college campuses around our area. We did a nighttime one just to show the difference in night versus day, and then we did a Mewtwo raid one, and I think that's it. And now we've done obviously the shiny hunting one, which we've not found a single shiny, but you know, at least we've done stuff, and it was more so as a update, I really should say, video than a shiny hunting, but you know, it is what it is. I know there's a Plusle on the nearby, but at the same time, I kind of have to go with the flow of one-way traffic. So these ones I can't really sometimes track to. So yeah, I just let the road take me where I can. Okay, here's a bunch of shiny potentials. Here's a Growlithe, which is not shiny. A Pikachu that's not shiny. Oh, a Bagon. I saw a Bagon. No, go away, Pikachu. I don't want you anymore. I want the Bagon. I need this. Alright, you know what? I don't have any Pineapple Berries, so just use the Raspberry because I have like 100 of those. Use my Ultra Ball because I need these guys more than you know. Because these things are like ultra mega rare deities. I don't know why I said it like that, but it just sounded right. Alright, let's see how many Bagon candies I have now. 77, so we're pretty close on our next one. Ooh, Magikarp. I love when Magikarp randomly spawns in the middle of, you know, like dry land. There's not a water source anywhere around, but you know, I'll take it. Alright, caught the Magikarp. Let's see if it's extra large or not. It is. Sweet. I think it has to have the double extra large, though, to count. Like extra large weight, extra large height, all that great stuff. Shuppet's not shiny. Pikachu is also not shiny. And anything... That's nothing else in this Pokestop. So let's continue forward. After we got that Bagon. I don't remember if I was talking about anything or not after getting that Bagon. But, is it Bagon or Bagon? I'm pretty sure it's Bagon. Either way, so I wanted to just have some fun little update. That's mostly why I brought this video to the channel. So we're just going to continue driving. Hopefully we'll hatch our egg here soon. And then our eggs, I think there's 2 eggs. And then we will show you the shiny chart. Like I said, I'll probably have to go to GoHub just to make sure I'm 100% accurate on everything. Because I don't want to show you an outdated shiny chart. And I'll probably go ahead and screenshot that shiny chart just to have for future reference because it's been updated now. The Grimer up ahead, which is good. Here's a Poochyena and a Murkrow, which both can be shiny. I don't know if I'll be able to catch both because there's cars behind me, so I'm gonna try, but neither one are shiny. This is sad. So we're encountering a bunch, but seeing I've encountered 800 and whatever freaking Swablu and not found a single shiny, it makes me doubt I will find a legit shiny. Not only in this, but really kind of ever. Alright, Grimer and Metatite can be shiny, so this guy is not shiny. I don't know what he looks like shiny, but I'm pretty sure he's pink. He's green, so he's not shiny. Shuppet can be shiny. He's not, because he's like a light blue color. In case you want to know your shinies. Alright, we're about near the end of this road. I'm pretty sure Houndour has a shiny, but this one I'm the only one I keep encountering that I'm not sure of if it has a shiny, but something tells me it has a shiny, so that's why I keep encountering it. Shuppet and a Murkrow. Shuppet's not shiny. And I wasn't able to run away in time, so I'm not going to be able to encounter the Murkrow. I doubt it. Oh my god, I was able to click on it, but it's not shiny anyway, so, you know, kind of pointless. Alright. So we have 2 eggs, make 3 great throws for our research task. Do you guys do a bunch of the research task kind of stuff? I only look for certain ones, like win a gym battle for like the Charmander, but like pretty much the ones that even give shiny chances or ultra rare Pokemon, like the Dratini ones, things like that. Let me know if you guys try to do as many as you want, like the ones that I have, like, you know, like they're more basic, like 3 great throws and try to get more experience, or do you guys only do the select ones that I try to do? Right now I'm just keeping them on there just because of the fact that it doesn't really bug me. And yesterday I went around collecting majority of these Pokestops, and I don't recall a win a gym battle or catch a dragon type or anything beyond crazy from when I was running around town. Right now the weather's actually like perfect for Bagons, but I've only seen one. So for windy weather, which is like only the second time I've seen windy weather, I feel like there's not many dragon types. Good. Oh, holy crap, that's an unknown. Oh my god. Okay, okay, I'd never expected this. Sorry, I didn't expect this. Excuse my language, but unknown's like Omega super impossibly rare. Okay, don't run away. Okay, I'm using golden raspberries and an Ultra Ball, curving it. Okay, I don't care if you attack my ball. Okay, no, not Pokeballs. Great ball. You're not supposed to have high catch rate. Come on now. It's supposed to be easy to catch, please. 1, 2, 3. Yes, okay, got the unknown. Oh my god, I did not expect that. Holy shoo monkeys. Well, there's another Pokemon to my Pokedex. Wow, holy monkeys, that made my whole, that made me really happy. I don't even know what letter was that. I don't know my unknown letters. Well, V, kind of remind me of a V. What letter were you? Also, I should get an unknown badge for that, shouldn't I? I don't know. Maybe it's 3 that you have to collect. I don't remember. But holy crud muffins, we got an unknown. I really did not see that one coming. I'm glad I kept going straight because there was part of me that debated on turning to be able to get more steps in. I know there's a bunch of other Pokemon there that could potentially be shiny and I didn't catch them, but yeah, when you see an unknown and you don't own an unknown and they're as rare as they are, you gotta catch the unknown. Tell me if I'm wrong in the comment section down below. Holy monkeys. I don't know why monkeys came in my head, but it just sounded like the right term to use. Alright, let's see. Alright, can these eggs, am I even more than 4.1 yet? Okay, 4.3. I have not really gone that slow, but to be honest, I'm not really in the best place to go slow. I try to be in the best place to go slow, but apparently everybody wanted to be there. I need to also probably let, because I have a, not like a Discord, but a Facebook group that plays Pokemon Go, that there's an unknown in the wild, but at the same point, I'm wanting to do this episode. Here's another Sunkern. These ones are so hard to tell if they're shiny. I literally think they look like 90% the same. I don't even know what a shiny Sunflora looks like. Let's see what letter of unknown we got while we're... How do you tell? Do you just have to go to the Pokedex? He's a Hoenn Pokemon, right? Or is he Johto? I can't remember. No, he's Johto because of Entei. The Entei movie. I'm pretty sure that's V. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. Yep, it's V. Cool. We have a V unknown. Why V? That's a random letter. But you know what? It's an unknown. So I shouldn't be complaining. I mean, he's not only boosted right now, but he's supposedly going to be more common right now because of the weather. But then again, being the rarest Pokemon in the game probably still, besides regionals. I'm very surprised that we got an unknown. Alrighty, let's see, what else can we do? Not catch a Nidoran or a Scyther! I don't know how does a Nidoran sound like? Or something like that, probably. My bag is also full, I remember that too. Get rid of this. I think I have dead Pokemon, a Sunkern, and a Squirtle. Max potion, nobody's dying, so that's good. There's a Bagon nearby. Where's he at? Over that way. Alright, I'll go over that way. It's over... Okay, straight down this road. Okay, perfect. Let's go get this Bagon. If I can turn, that'd be great. If there was a way to implement face cam on, other than just going to my camera and showing my face on this with screen recorder, like have both face cam and this going at the same time, I would definitely do that for you guys, but sadly I cannot. Ooh, 2 shiny potentials. Can we get a shiny? That'd be so flipping crazy. Not that the unknown wasn't crazy. You're not red, and the other one wasn't light blue, so no shiny for me. And let's just see, because I know Swablu, jeez, I can talk. Is the one I've encountered the most of. 824 without finding a shiny. I checked it yesterday to figure out what Pokemon I've encountered the most, because I thought it was Magikarp or Wailmer or something like that, because they've been out longer, but nope, Swablu is taking the cake by a long shot. 800 encounters. I don't know, like my Duskull's in the 300, my Shuppet's in the 300. I think a couple others are near that same one. There's the Bagon. I know I keep changing his name, but I don't really know how to rightly pronounce it. Alright, let's go to my Great Ball. Curve. There's a Great. Darn it. I won't get the Pineapple boost, but maybe I can still get a thing. Why didn't I give him a berry? I have like freaking 1,000 raspberries. Well, I caught him, so that's all that matters. Alright, now we have 81, so we need 19 more candies we're bagging. And there's some raspberries that don't really matter to me. Alrighty, let's continue on our way here throughout town to hatch my egg. I need to be going slower, but on major roads it's near impossible. Because we were at 4.3, we're probably still at 4. No, we're at 4.4. I was about to say we're probably still at 4.3. Oh, pooey. Let's see here. Is there anything else Pokemon Go-wise I can talk about? Here's my most recent Pokemon. We can go into my Gym 4s, because like I said, I've already completed, but you can see my Gym 4s right here. So I have the final evolution of Turtwig with Torterra, who's at 2417. The final form of Chimchar with Infernape at 2144. And Empoleon, the final form of Prinplup at 2330. And then I go ahead and transfer this Bunnery because don't need it. And then I got the Bibarel, Staraptor, Kricketune. I said only missing Shinx and Riolu of the wave, and then Pachyrisu's only in Canada, and I think there's a Carnivine who's only in the Bahamas region. So I have all the technical available Gen 4 Pokemon right now besides Shinx and Riolu, which I can say I'm very happy about. And then we'll go ahead and show you guys while I'm here my strongest Pokemon, which is, still slacking at 3986 with my Tyrannitars, Dragonites. There's all my top Pokemons. I'll just stop it right about there. And then I'll go to, I need to go back to recent just so I can keep track of everything a little better. You might also sometimes notice that I have a couple extras of certain Pokemon. Some of those are from different states. Like when I went to Michigan with my family, Missouri, Jesus. I have some Pokemon from that region so I can trade with people and get the mileage for that. I have certain ones that were better IVs, all that kind of stuff, and that's the reason I've kept those. Usually I'm not really the hardest on IVs or, anything like that. I just trying to catch the Pokemon and just move forward. But if I appraise it and I notice it sounds good, then I keep it. But otherwise, I just transfer them out and power up my current most strongest Pokemon. Like if I find a Bulbasaur that's near perfect or whatever, then I just kind of just go ahead and transfer it because I already have a pretty powerful Venusaur anyway. So why have to try to catch bunches of Bulbasaurs to price stuff, which I know a lot of people play Pokemon Go that way, which if you do, that's awesome. Like I know there's a lot of benefits to that way, but I never have. I just go around catching what I want to catch and just hopefully get them all to have my Pokedex complete. That's really all I kind of do. And let's see. I'm trying to go all the ways I can to go as slow as possible, basically, is what I'm trying to say, to collect my steps. Sadly, this entire city doesn't really have a lot of places to go. Actually, this place that I'm stopped at right now is the only place that I have a gold badge in. I actually just saw a shiny Vaporeon in there. So yeah, this is my only gold badge gym. I gotta show you here. Here's my, right there it is. First one shown. Here's my badges in case you wanted to see them. Oh, and there's an unknown badge. Here's all my badges. Dragonstone being the only type badge that I'm missing. And a bunch of these that I'm missing throughout by either a little or a lot. How are you supposed to register 30 ones? There's not even 30 out there. Yet. Dun dun. Check the Houndour, because still part of me feels like there's a shiny Houndour out there somewhere, but I don't believe that there is. Ooh, Pineco, he can be shiny. But he's not. I doubt I'll be able to get the Shuppet. Maybe. Nope, maybe, but it's not shiny. Growlithe can be shiny, but he's not yellow, so he's not shiny. Hopefully you guys are learning about some of the shiny colors as I'm saying them too, in case you didn't know what the shinies look like. Actually, is Growlithe still there? Okay, real quick, because I know I said I would do this earlier. So when the wild Pokemon appears, a lot of things will happen if it's shiny. First off, if it's shiny, it does a star animation. It does like a circling star animation. Second, where you see Growlithe, like CP 585, right above the 585, it has a little star logo if it's shiny as well. Those are the two main ways to tell if it's shiny or not. And then after you capture them, if you didn't know, like say you use like a Go Plus, or you just caught a Pokemon not even like paying attention to the stars or the shiny thing, whether like how I showed you in the beginning of the recording, my typing in shiny, it does that way, or there's the little star animation. I'll show you that here in 2 seconds. That's Lucky. Right here's Parasect with the gold around him. That's Lucky. And then, you know what, just go to number because it'll make my life easier. Squirtle, how he has this 3-star animation next to his left, that means it's shiny. So, for those that didn't know that, those are all the potential ways you can tell if a Pokemon is shiny. Shiny. Makes me think of the Moana song. Alright, let's see, Chikorita, not shiny, that's sad. I feel like I've encountered a lot of Pokemon that can be shiny, but none of them have been shiny. Let me know also, what's your highest encounter one without finding a shiny? Because I would love to know, and I know people have done like thousands upon thousands of encounters in like the legit Pokemon games. But I'm talking strictly Pokemon Go. Let me know in Pokemon Go what's the highest number you've encountered without finding a shiny. Like I said, mine's Swablu at the 800, whatever it was. Like I said, no, I have like 300s in Duskulls and 200s in Shuppets and blah 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 blah. Insert a bunch of other Pokemon here that I haven't found shiny. I hope during Halloween they'll introduce some more shiny ghost type Pokemon, and then all those ghost types that have already been shiny are like ultra spawning everywhere to potentially have a chance to find a thing. I wanted to last Halloween do a Pokemon Go thing, but it just didn't work out. It was more so because it was my daughter's first Halloween and all that great stuff, so I wanted to be with my family and enjoy all that kind of stuff. So I did not end up doing a Halloween special Pokemon Go, but maybe this year we can. We're actually planning on dressing up like the Flintstones. I'm going to be Fred, my wife will be Wilma, and then my daughter is going to be Pebbles for Halloween. We always thought to do like princesses, but then we're like, let's just, change up themes every year. That way we don't always feel like we have to do a same theme. Because last year she was like Cinderella, and we were just kind of more just regularly dressed up. Oh my god, there's so many potential shinies right here. Shuppet, not shiny. Natu is not shiny. Another Shuppet that's not shiny. So sad when they're not shiny. Drowsy, who's not shiny. I should just get a not how many times I say not shiny counter. Minun, who's not shiny. Shuppet, who's also not shiny. All those Pokemon. All those potentially shiny Pokemon. Oh, goodness gracious. I want these eggs to hatch. That's pretty much what I want to happen. Because otherwise we're just kind of going, okay, here's a Natu, Murkrow, and then the Aron, or whatever. None of them are shiny. No pinks, no red eyes for Aaron or whatever you say his name like. Is it kind of like Iron? Like Aaron? I don't know. I'm not the best person to ask on Pokemon name pronunciations. Coming from the guy that used to call Sceptile, Skeptile, and Umbreon, because I read it weirdly. Starly. Cute little Gen 4 Pokemon. Come on, be shiny. Why aren't you shiny? It's Shiny's cousin, not shiny. Bum bum ba bum. Houndour. I really need to check when I check my shiny chart later if Houndour is indeed potentially shiny. Because I don't know. Murkrow is not shiny. I know I have a bunch of Murkrow candies too. I think I have like 1,000 Murkrow candies, so I can't wait for Honchkrow to finally get the switch on. Speaking of Gen 4 release, none of the evolutions have been released, like Rhyperior, Magmortar, Tangrowth, Licky, those type of things. Honchkrow, Roserade. Those Pokemon, they haven't been activated yet, which I found pretty shocking. I thought they would do the evolutions pretty quickly, but maybe that's during the next wave or whatever wave that may come. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Let's see where we are in the egg. 4.7 out of 5, so we're 0.3 away from our egg hatching. Now, if there's any cuts in this episode, it's just because I was trying to shorten up the length and stuff like that. So if you see some jump cuts here and there of me jumping around the map, that was why. Just to save you guys some time on waiting for me to find the shiny. And if there were no jump cuts, then that means I felt like it was entertaining enough to continue watching throughout. Like I said, I have no idea because it doesn't show like a marker on how long this has been recording for, but probably a pretty long episode because of the fact of I know I've already done all my updates. I've driven like a 20-minute drive here and there, so we're way up there, I'm sure, on time. But at the same time, I want to at least hatch these eggs like I said I would and show that shiny chart. So it's gonna be until that at least happens, and then we'll show that information, and then we will wrap it up. My personal favorite, I know these are just random topics, but I'm just kind of saying whatever comes into my head. My favorite Pokemon to use in Pokemon Go right now is usually Tyranitar. I love using Tyranitar. I don't know if he's going to be still the strongest once Gen 4 gets fully released or not, but love using Tyranitar. He's a strong, great Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon to battle against right now is either like the Wailmers, Magikarps, Pokemon with shiny chances, basically. I love raiding over on against, but if I had to pick one, I'd probably say Wailmer, only because he's silly looking. Magikarp being a very close second. And then my least favorite Pokemon to probably raid against is anybody that I don't do. Who's a random Pokemon that, like, I wouldn't probably right now. I wouldn't do the Krickettoons. I wouldn't do probably any of the 2-star raids because I have a majority of those Pokemon. The 4-star raids I can't sadly do solely. Like, I would love to take on the Alolan Marowak to get one of those, but sadly not strong enough to do so. Alolan Raichu, I know I was barely strong enough to beat. But yeah, anything that's like ultra challenging, I'm like, ew. And then don't want, then it's like me. There's a Turtwig there. I already have a Torterra, so don't really care unless I really wanted to boost the CP, which, meh. Not right now. More so shiny hunting. Don't want to miss a potential shiny by any means. See a Growlithe on the nearby, a Shuppet on the nearby, a warning for the speed on the nearby. We got a Sunkern and a Murkrow, who are not both going to be shiny because I didn't even get to attempt the Sunkern, but it wasn't going to be shiny, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Turd here. They get a powerful yawn out. But my plan is, like I said, hopefully tomorrow, if not tomorrow, then Monday on my next day off, record a bunch of content. My thing is now I'm going to try to bulk record everything to get ahead of schedule, because that's majority what helped me. During my Mario series, that's what I did. I recorded like 3 episodes at a time, and it made it so much easier, because all I had to do was literally either just upload it or upload it for a certain day. Like, I either upload it on the day it was supposed to go up, or I could like go ahead and upload it and not set it to not release till a certain time. And that made it so easy, because it was already done. I didn't have to worry about it. It would publish on itself and all that great stuff. So I was just like, all right, I can just chill back and relax, because all that was done. So that's why I want to get back on bulk recording everything. So that's what I tried to do with my Platinum series, and what I was going to do with the Mario series, which record like, 2 episodes at a time. But then the whole crash thing happened, and it just kind of made me feel sad. Here's a Plusle. I think there was a Murkrow too, which I probably won't be able to get. I did, but it's, of course, not shiny. Why aren't you shiny? I just wanted a shiny. Oh, man. Let's see where we are now. 4.8. Oh, my goodness. This is taking way too long to hatch an egg. If I had my watch in here, I could activate my watch, and then that way I could still collect my steps as I showed you guys the shiny chart. But I didn't bring my Pokemon Go watch, sadly, so I can't just let it collect my steps. I mean, right now I'm about to start driving again, so actually I'll go ahead and go to Pokemon Go. Let's see if I can go ahead and pull up the shiny chart while we're here. Shiny. Oh my god, I can talk. What the hell? Shiny chart. Pokemon Go right there. September 2018. We're in October right now. Should be an actual official one. There it is. We're like, where's the Pokemon Go Hub? So that's the official one. Make sure you always go on Pokemon Go Hub, people. There might be other ones that still have it pretty accurate, but Pokemon Go Hub is like the main guy. And where to find them? So, we got Shiny Magikarp, Shiny Gyarados, Shiny Sableye, Shiny Pichu, Shiny Pikachu, Shiny Raichu, Shiny Duskull, Dusclops, Shuppet. Now you can actually see the shiny, by the way. Bayonet, Snorunt, Glalie, Mawile, Absol, Aeron, Larion, whatever, Aggron, Swablu, Altaria, Poochyena, Mightyena, Luvdis, Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite, Lugia, Magby, Magbar, Togepi, Togetic, Wynaut, I forget he used a shiny too, Wobbuffet, Murkrow, Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, Mareep, Duramporos, Makihita and Hariyama, Medite, Medicham, Charmander's whole line, we'll just say that way, Kabutops' whole line, Almastar's whole line, Dactyl's whole line, Shelter, Cloyster, Kyogre, I don't know why I said that, Kyogre, Larvitar, Pupitar, I don't know, Tyranitar, Roselia, Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, Minun, Plusle. It's missing some, because I didn't say Shinx. I don't recall saying Shinx. Pretty sure this one here, because like the official, what they call the official shiny chart, this thing has them all except for, what, Shinx? Do I see Geodude on here? Yeah, Geodude's on there. So this one looks like it's only missing Shinx that I can think of. Otherwise, Houndour one? Yes, he is one. Okay, so I'm glad I was clicking on those because I didn't honestly know if they were. So there's the official shiny chart for those that wanted to know. Besides Shinx. Shinx is not on there. And why he's not on there is probably because he just got released. But for those wanting to know what shiny Shinx looks like, I'll pull it up. He's yellow, but I'll go ahead and pull him up in case you don't know what a Shinx looks like. I will help you out right now. Shinx. Shinx. Right there. There's the regular Shinx, and then there's the shiny one right next to it, as you see on my screen. Right now, let's go ahead and close out of all of this. Close out of my camera, close out of my notes, and go back to Pokemon Go. And I'm still driving, so we're going too fast for any Pokemon to spawn, so don't worry. I'm just going to go to the park that we can actually access 24/7. It's a smaller park. I believe I know the big park's nest right now is Voltorb, but I'm pretty sure the one in here is Electrike, if I remember correctly. Oh goodness, I could turn. Sorry, that was a sharp turn, so I wasn't expecting that. Pretty sure it's Electrike was the nest. If it's not him, then it's Camerupt. The weather also just changed to clear, which is kind of sad. I wanted the potential of maybe a chance of finding a dragon, but, you know, I guess it's okay. I guess I can survive. There's a Numel right there. Does it Camerupt? I meant Numel if I did say Camerupt. Yo, if they had a Camerupt nest, that'd be wild. Evolution Pokemon. So let's see. We can go super slow through here, so we should be able to hatch our egg in here, no doubt. If we don't hatch our egg by over here somewhere, I don't know if you can see that little blue circle appearing way over there, or that blue gym is at least, then we're pathetic. Alright, well there's Electrike. He didn't have a shiny, does he? No, I don't think so. He's blue, so it's a really nice looking shiny for Electrike. I think I remember saying I wish he would have one because he has a really nice one. Golbat, a Rhyhorn down there at the red gym, which I'm obviously on red, so if it's defendable, I could defend it, but at the same time, it's down a ways. And I don't have much in the way of Pokecoins right now, so this would be probably one of the best places to go for Community Day if I could partake in it. But honestly, I don't think I'll be able to. Like I said, yeah, the two main parks and then where we just were driving through earlier when we started this whole episode are probably the best places to find Community Day Pokemon because of the fact that there's so many spawns. This is where I got my all my shinies, was pretty much this place. I mean, my shiny Love Disc I got at a random gas station, but everybody else I caught in here. I think literally every other shiny. I mean, there was a Mareep I encountered in here and a Mareep I encountered at home. Alright, let's see. Nothing much going on the nearby, sadly. No potential shinies. This is why I can't. I mean, I want to say it's Electrike because he's not weather boosted or anything right now. So I'm going to safely say it's Electrike is the nest throughout here. Which is not a bad one because he'd have Mega Manectric, but I already have enough candies for Mega Manectric. Here's a Swablu and there's also a Horsey over there. Or not a Swablu and not two. And there's a Horsey there, but I'm good on Seadra. Continue on. said, if we can't hatch our egg by that freaking gym, then we're pathetic. By the way, we're going like all the way around and back. There's a Cricketune. Is that right? Cricket guy. I know my Pokemon. How many items? We have 602 items, so we still only have like a little bit more than what we need to. We have so many crazy items. I know we need Sunstones in this generation. Pretty sure some Pokemon evolved by Sunstones in Gen 4. There's a Growlithe on the nearby somewhere. I don't know where. I'm not going to really track it right now just because of the fact I'm more so just focused on hatching my dang egg. There's the Growlithe right there. But he's not shiny. Darn. I've been so... Come on, can we get a shiny? Catch, take up 10 Pokemon. I'm pretty sure that's the Magikarp quest, isn't it? Is there Magikarp or Growlithe? I mean, let's try to catch 10 Pokemon. Why not? Another potential chance as a shiny. That'd be nice. 2... Oh, you know what? Never mind. I want to, but at the same time, when I don't want to stay in the ball, it makes me angry. There's a Snubbull up here. Or Gramble. But he's not shiny, because he's not worse looking. Snubbull's shiny's not bad, but Gramble's me. Boop. Ball on the Grubbin. Remember when I first catch these guys, he had like his mouth open, it made it look like he ate the Pokeball. Caught 1 of 10 Pokemon. Yippity yay yay. I could evolve it to a Grubbin right now, but at the same point, here's a Chinchou. Shout out to Shucky from Original 151's stream. He was an MVP for sure. No doubts. Alright, turning around now. And the Chinchou doesn't want to stay in the ball, so I'm just running away. What about you, Electric? Are you weak enough to stay in a ball? Boom, ball. Straight up. Right in the nose. Alright, you stay in the ball. Good job. Good boy. Good boy. Who's a good boy? Yeah, I definitely have enough candies for Mega Manectric whenever he gets released. Alright, let's just cruise into our egg hatches. We did the shiny charge. Literally all we're waiting on now is this stupid eggs to hatch. Place your bets now on what they will be. I would go to the egg chart to show you all the potential Pokemon, but at the same time, what you could do is pause the video right now and go to the same place I just was, Pokemon Go Hub, and go to the egg chart. It'll show you all the eggs that can potentially hatch out of a 5K, and let me know who you think it will be. I'm hoping a Wynaut, but will it happen? I doubt it. Tyrogue took me forever to get Arbol. I should say Hitmontop. Tyrogue wasn't terribly terrible, but Hitmontop took forever. You had to have an exact stat Tyrogue to get a Hitmontop. Let's see how strong this Kricketot. That's this one. So Cricketune is the evolution. We might as well. Wow, not even a wiggle. Are you serious, Kricketot? This Pokemon's so strong and not staying in the ball. That's what I want to know. We got 3 of 10, which is not really the greatest. Can we hatch an egg? Please, can we? We're at like 0.9 now. 4.99 probably. No, it's 4.96, but usually that's how it goes. It's like 4.99. It's like the longest forever period between 4.99 and the next thing. What level were you at? Not 2. 105. Don't break my ball. Stay in the ball. Stay in the ball. Stay in this Pokeball. Thank you. Thank you for listening to my calm rendition of staying in the Pokeball, Mr. Not To. Oh, can we get something, please? Egg hatch, please. Pokemon egg, won't you hatch? Won't you hatch for me? Won't you just hatch for me? Hatch for me. At this point, I'm going for the freaking Magikarp. Alright, the eggs are about to hatch as soon as I transfer this Pokemon. Here's the first one. A battery! Sweet! I didn't even know you were in 5Ks. Next one is... Why not? Why not? Come on. Come on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. No more. Sad day. We're gonna have like 200 candies for him now. Oh, no, 175. That's pretty close though. Well, we should have enough candies now to evolve Bunnery to Lopunny. I'm pretty sure. I didn't actually look at the candy count, but I should have enough. Wow, did I totally just miss that Hoppip? Wow, did I miss him again? Wow, did I miss him a third time? No, I didn't miss him a third time. I was prepared to miss him a third time. Okay, we've got 7 of 10. Shroomish. Throw the ball. Boom. Wish evolution counted as catching because we would be at 10 already. Got 8 of 10. Electrike. Should catch him, hopefully, and then we can just catch one more, and that'll be our last thing we'll do. So, we'll wrap it up here. Sadly, did not get the why not, but we got an unknown. We didn't get any shinies, which, that one doesn't shock me. Unknown shocks me. That's probably just as rare as finding a freaking shiny, to be honest with you. Let me know what's more rare, finding an unknown outside of a crazy event or finding a shiny. Because I feel like it's unknown. Alright, so there's our 10. Go ahead and transfer this guy out. Oh, wait, there's a Murkrow here. Not shiny. Last minute shinies. Not shiny. See if we can catch it. I want to know how many candies I have for Whelmer. I know over 400, but I don't know how many exactly. 486, that's not bad. And then last potential counter. Not shiny, that's sad. So Whelmer's the eggs. Now I know that. And Magikarp's still the 10 Pokemon. Well, we encountered as much as we could, guys. Didn't find a shiny. I'll go ahead and involve my Bunnery thing. So I should have enough. Yeah. 2 Lopunny to finish this out. But as he's evolving, or she's evolving, whatever gender she was. I want to thank you all for watching this hopefully good episode for you guys. Like I said, leave a like, leave comments if you need to, and subscribe if you're new here, and I will be seeing you guys all in the very next episode of whatever that might be, whether it be Pokemon, whether it be Mario, whatever video comes on to the channel next week. We'll see you guys then, and then we'll see you all in the Fall Winter Showcase, which I hope you all will tune into. It'll be loads of fun. So, we'll see you guys all then. Caca.